Without good fruit, you cannot make good wine. The journey of my winemaking life really starts with my dad. In fact, maybe even more generally, my family. We're farmers. We tried cropping, tried raising pigs, and then in the late 60s, he planted a little vineyard, 30 varieties across 3 acres, and that was the first of the vineyard in the Strathbogies. And then in the 80s, bigger planting. So as a youngster, I spent quite a bit of time out in the vineyards. I think my family would say I'm the first of our family to make it my life. There's a pleasure in the activity of making wine. Actually it sounds funny because how could it be fun cleaning a tank? But anyway, all of the little tasks, these physical jobs, they're enjoyable. And then there's this cool thing that we get to make something that people enjoy. I reckon my farmer habits or genetics, if you like, is not so much about growing things, but really about making things and being inventive. Oddly, I get pleasure from the challenges. It's easy to make good wine when nature's with you, when nothing goes wrong in the winery, but hey, that's not the reality. I've got to be playing a good game of poker with nature. Can we bring the fruit in when it's close to optimal ripeness, but before it's chipping down a performance curve and being overtaken by whatever the fungus or the issue is? Or, hey, we've got a ripper winery, but it's also imperfect. We can't have all the chocolates, we can't have all the toys. So how do we make the machines do what we want them to do? And in my case, that sometimes means getting out there with an angle grinder and a welder and making it do what we would like it to do. So bring on the challenges. They are the satisfaction when you deal with the issues. I think I get to do the fun stuff, so the hands-on. And my wife, Bron, she really directs the business. For me, the tricky things, spreadsheets, accounts, planning, we do it well together. We're a cracking team. The wine we make is expressing a cultural history of winemaking, the people who planted a vineyard, the people who run a vineyard, the grape variety, the experience of the people making the wine, the team, and the part of the magic of Naked Wines is that they give us the opportunity to share that story. I remember a couple from the UK came and stayed with us, Nancy and John, and John's mobility wasn't great. He loved the stars and it was a lifelong dream of his to see the Southern Cross in the Australian sky. So at night we hopped in the car, just drove to the top of a hill where we could get this clear view of the great Aussie Milky Way and the Southern Cross, and just the pleasure of experiencing that with John, that was a real joy for us. Naked Wines takes a lot of the risk out of what we do. If we fill this tank with 24,000 litres, 24,063 litres, we can get every litre of that to bottle. Where the more traditional winemaking, you would make that wine not knowing whether you had a home for it or not, and then you'd be out there trying to sell the wine. And it generally takes about as much to sell a bottle of wine as it does to make a bottle of wine. And in our case, that's just not the case. I wonder if angels realise the degree to which they let winemakers get on with the thing that they're good at, which is being a producer. So winemaking, it's a tricky business. You need to be a good farmer to grow good grapes. You need to be a good manufacturer to make good wine. You probably need to be a good marketer to tell the story, and to be a good salesperson, and to be a good business person. Like, that's just not possible. So Naked Wines and Angels, they unlock so much of the tricky stuff. And yeah, again, it lets us do the thing we're good at. Hey Angels, my family, Bron and I, our kids, our community, we are so grateful for the opportunity that you've given us. Our life is a joy, and in big part thanks to you. My endeavour is to work hard to make good wine, because that's probably the only way I can thank you. But anyway, Angels, from Bron and I, from our family, big thanks. Drink great wine, do good things.